alley-oop over to Benezza. What a feed to Anthony, gets it to go.
At the free throw line, splat.
Oh!
Hello everyone and welcome into the Max Stern Athletic Center. For this morning's edition of High School Hoops, it will be today the Flatbush Falcons against the SAR Sting. I'm Charlie Bentham, alongside me, the legend, Asher Dower. Asher, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, excited for this 9:30 a.m. game. I had to wake up a little early, but I think it'll work.
Listen, basketball in the morning, nothing better. Now let's get right to it. How did both these teams get to this point right now?
So starting off with the Flatbush Falcons, they came into yesterday playing very well after the Yeshiva League tournament, coming up short unfortunately, but they had a great game against the Catch Yeshiva High School team from Florida. Came down to the wire, actually ended on a questionable call, not to detract from their win. It was a very hard-fought victory, and they're happy to be here today against the number 1 seed in SAR.
What about SAR? How did they get here?
So they had a very tough game yesterday against Berman. Actually came into the game in the first half a little bit shaky. It may have been because of the result of the Yeshiva League Championship game, maybe a little bit flustered from that, but you saw them really fall into stride in the second half, and it could have been the nerves in the first half, but you really saw them playing their normal number 1 seed selves in the second half.
All right, so what's going to be the keys to this game for both these teams right now?
So starting with the Flatbush Falcons, the keys to the game are going to be playing at their own pace. You can't let SAR speed you up. They're a very fast team. They like to run on the break. They like to speed you up on offense as well. So they're going to need to get the ball to Shia and Azar. They're 2 guards. We were thinking about a pro player comparison for them before the game. We concluded on Jordan Clarkson and Donovan Mitchell. These 2 guys are very quick, shifty guards, almost interchangeable, and these guys they're going to need to take control of the offense.
And for SAR, what's it going to take?
So for SAR, they're just going to need to play their normal game throughout. They came in, as I mentioned before, a little shaky in the first half. May have been flustered from the result of their game in the Yeshiva League Championship. Unfortunately, coming up short in that game. But I think just working the ball throughout their entire offense, not falling to the trap of the crowds here in Sarachek, just slowing down and playing at their own pace.
All right, thank you. All right, we got action coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Hello and welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. For today's matchup between the SAR Sting and the Flatbush Falcons, once again I'm Charlie Bentham, joined alongside by Asher Dower. The starting lineups are sponsored by the Yeshiva University of Admissions. As you start your college journey, make sure you visit us online to check out all the great events and opportunities we have for YU students. And we're going to start with the Flatbush Falcons. Starting number 0, Elliot Almagrabi. Number 11, Morris Shaya. Number 20, Michael Flaster. Number 24, Erwin Azar. And number 25, Aaron Valinsky. And for SAR, starting at number 2, Moshe Sprigel. Number 5, Nathaniel Hyman. Number 20, Akiva Shanzer. Number 22, Benjamin Neuwirth. And number 35, Josh Brody. And we're almost set here for basketball. Both teams pumping themselves up a little bit. Asher, we spoke a little about who we have to look out for on Flatbush. What about SAR? Who are these good players coming into today's game?
So the best player for SAR is probably going to be Akiva Shanzer. That being said, they're a very, very well-balanced unit. They play like a well-oiled machine. They swing the ball around very fluidly, and anybody, any given game can get their touches. You never know who the leading scorer is going to be. But that being said, if there has to be one guy to key on, I would probably say Akiva Shanzer.
Players exchange high fives before the game, as before every game here at the Sarachek tournament. We got 32 minutes on the clock. Players are ready. Refs are ready. We're sure ready. Let's do it here in the Max Stern Athletic Center as the tip-off is won right away by SAR. And Flaster, pardon me, that is Schanzer will bring up the ball. A little behind the back dribble there. Gives it off to Brody. Speak out. Schanzer takes it left. Good defense. Newworth with his first touch. Brody. Ball on the ground. Flatbush has got it. Turnover in the first possession. But there's an injury on the court.
Don't want to speculate what happened over there in the corner.
Looks to be number 5 for SAR, Nathaniel Hyman. We hope he's okay.
We have Rafi Halpert now coming onto the court, checking in on Mr. Hyman. In that first possession right there, I loved the pressure that I saw from Flatbush, really not caving and not being scared that they're playing the number 1 seed. They really just came at them with full force, pressuring the ball. Akiva Schanzer on his first touch was really pressured at the top of the key, forcing SAR to kind of work outside of their comfort zone a little bit, maybe force them into that turnover. They rushed it a little bit. Let's just hope Nitty Hyman here is okay.
Heal himself. Good to see, though, that he's up. Subbing for him is Itai Berkowitz. So Itai will see some early minutes here. Might have not been expecting that coming into the game, but you always got to be ready. But we're back to basketball as Elliot Al-Maghrabi brings it up. Gives it actually right away to Erwin Azar. Elliot. Shia. Azar from downtown. No good. Long rebound. Flatbush still got it. Inside Flaster. Good defense there by Sprigel, and SAR is going to come back the other way. Brody, long strides and finishes with the left.
Great pass right there from Schanzer. I said before the game, a key for Flatbush is going to be getting back defensively in transition and really not letting SAR push the ball up the floor. Let's see if they can work on that as the game progresses.
Shia now on the wing, gives to Flaster. They play catch. Azar drives baseline strong, throws it up. No good. Back the other way comes Berkowitz. Sprigel. They're going to slow it down. Brody inside, uses his length and puts it in.
Very nice little two-man game there between Brody and Schanzer. A little pick and roll. There's no way to defend it, and if Flatbush can't defend it, SCR should just keep going to it.
Elliott. Azar. Spins, blocked by Brody, but he's going to get called for a foul. He doesn't love it. Berkowitz has got to be careful there, slamming the ball on the ground.
And Brody is not happy with that call, but I'm very happy with the way that Azar has attacked the basket early on. I think that's his third shot attempt, and this is what the best players do. If they're missing their shots, they continue to shoot. You'll continue to see him shooting no matter how this first quarter, no matter how this first half goes. He will be shooting the entire way, trying to cut the lead now to 2.
First foul shots of the game. First one went in, second one didn't. It's going the SAR way. It's Berkowitz. Brody. He's got 6.
A big take right there from Brody. Let's see if Flaster can come over and help a little bit. Make sure this game doesn't slip away early.
Walensky. That's a triple. Bottom. Shia. Flatbush early on showing they're not afraid to take those deep threes. Shai got that one to go, and Sprigel now looking on the other end. Good active hands there by Azar. It's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to go the Flatbush way.
And a really heads-up play right there from Azar. Seeing that Itai Berkowitz just checked in the game early on with that Nitty Hyman injury, really put the pressure on, kind of test the waters when a guy comes in early, see if they're ready to play, and Azar just did a good job of really just putting the pressure on, resulting in the steal.
Azar spinning, kicks it out to Shai, who just hit a three. Valinsky. Shea is going to get fouled. It's going to be an illegal screen, actually, on number 20, Michael Flaster.
And here we have Nitty Hyman checking back into the game. Good thing he's okay. We were a little bit scared. Went down early in the first quarter, but we're happy to see he's back on the floor. Guarded now tightly by A.B. Seda on the wing.
Yeah, Seda checked into the game a bit earlier. Shanzer had him. Oh, a nice little crossover dribble. Gives it inside to Neuwirth, who loses the handle, and Flatbush is going to take it down. 6-4 early on in this one. Shia crosses, and he loses it. Things are getting a little sloppy. SAR is going to look to push. Nitty off the bench, goes for the shot. Ball gets knocked around. He still got it. Shanzer, that's a deep three. A little short. Rebounded by Flatbush. And a quick timeout taken here by the Flatbush Falcons. NTSY Summer is the premier summer trip provider for Jewish teens across the world with over 20 plus programs spanning the US, Israel, and Europe. NTSY Summer has a program for you. Visit summer.ntsy.org to learn more and choose your summer experience today. So we're 4 minutes in, halfway through the first quarter. What have you seen so far, Asher?
So for Flatbush, they're going to need to work on the defensive transition basketball. SAR has really just ran the ball up the floor after every rebound they've gotten. That's where 4 out of their 6 points have come from. For SAR, they're just going to need to continue to work their offense. They've been doing a good job of that so far in the first quarter. Didn't have Nitty Hyman for most of it, so we'll see if anything changes for them. But in terms of Akita Shanzer, he's done a great job of controlling the pace of play. This guy, in my humble opinion, I truly think could be one of the best players in the entire tournament, even though he's only in 11th grade. He's built like a football player, but that being said, he has the quickness of a very, very shifty guard, so it's very hard to stay in front of him as he can shoot and get to the basket at will, in addition to being able to finish through contact.
Very dynamic player, very dynamic team. Shia now goes up with the layup and gets it to fall. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
A very nice little jump stop by Shia, showing he's not scared to go into the middle amongst the trees, a little pump fake, got the guy up in the air, and a very nice finish, tying the game up at 6.
Timing. 2 steps. Ball blocked. It's going to be a foul on Flaster.
And that's a second one called there on Flaster. They do not want him to get in foul trouble early. He's really one of the glue guys for this team, the anchor in the middle defensively. And it seems like number 32 now is going to be checking in, I'm assuming, for Flaster, making sure that Flaster doesn't pick up a third before half.
And Zach Hasson looking to check into the game. His first shot is missed. We'd like to take this time to thank Dougie's for being a proud Max Live sponsor. For the best barbecue and grill in Teaneck, make your way to Dougie's. Go visit Dougie'sBBQ.com to order. The link is in the description of this video. Second shot falls. 1 for 2 from the line goes Hyman. Glad to see he's playing healthy at this point. Azar. Shia. Sony just checked into the game. Shia inside, throws the ball away. It's going the other way. Thought it may have been deflected off an SAR player. Was not. And Neuwirth's going to check back in. Siegel's going to take a seat. Schanzer for SAR. That's a deep triple. Little off. Rebounding got by Hyman. It's a scramble on the floor. It's anyone's ball. Berkowitz has got it. Schanzer again. Downtown. A little short.
And Schanzer starting this game 0 for 3 from deep. Do not let that think that will deter you from continuing to shoot. He's one of the best players in this tournament, and he will continue to shoot the entire way.
We got a timeout by Flatbush as there was a bit of a scramble. We're going to head to a quick commercial break. Do not go anywhere. We got a good one in store for you today. Hello and welcome back into the Max Stone Athletic Center. We have 2:20 to go here in the first quarter. Score 7-6 in favor of the Sting. Hailing out of New York. Riverdale, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
It's going to be Flatbush ball taking it out underneath. SAR in their 2-3. Sada gets the ball.
I believe it's pronounced Seda.
Sada.
Seda.
My apologies. Shia. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound, Neuwirth.
Couldn't get that shot to fall, but I like the play right there from Flatbush, kind of getting the ball to the middle, setting up in a 1-3-1 offense against the 2-3 zone, trying to go inside out. Seda, unfortunately, not able to get it to go, but a good shot right there.
Hyman a little out of control. Turns it over. Solid defense there by Flatbush.
Seems like they're calling a play right now for Seda going to the corner.
Sada's got it. Back out to Azar. Crosses, drives. Good hands there by Berkowitz. Causes the turnover, and he looks to push now on the other end. Falls down. Chair was pulled, but it's going to be a blocking foul on Sada. So Berkowitz getting it done on both ends of the floor.
And a nice take right there from Berkowitz, coming into the game off the bench early and not shying away from the big moment at all. Playing great defensively and going right to the basket, drawing two, and going to the free throw line. On that previous play for Flatbush, I heard the coach on the other side call a play for Sada. I didn't hear what he said. He said something Sada. You saw Sada run all the way from one wing to the opposite corner. They tried to get him open. That's something they're going to look for throughout this entire game. Yesterday, he had a few threes from that corner. He's knocked down from there. That being said, Rafi Halpert, the coach for the SAR Sting, he is very, very attuned to what's going on. I'm sure he's read the scouting report, and I'm sure he's not going to give up any easy ones for Sada in the corner today.
Second shot good from Berkowitz. Health checked into the game. Now Sprigel checks into the game for SAR. Free throws for both teams have been a little inconsistent early on here. Ooh, Shia, cross, pop, bucket.
Wow, and that was actually Mo Shia's little brother. I forgot his name. But what a nice move. He's only a sophomore coming in here and with a nice little cross pull-up. That's a big move here in this big stage at Sarachek. Let's see if he can continue to do that as the game progresses.
Schanzer, Neuwirth no good. Ooh, Sprigel fell awkwardly. He's okay, and we play on. Azar, strong drive, gives it off to Hassoun, who puts it in. Flatbush takes their first lead of the game.
Flatbush really putting the pedal to the metal early right now against SAR, up 10-8 against the number 1 seed. I don't think most people expected this early on.
Schanzer, Sprigel, Hyman's going to slow it down. Shanzer is going to pull another triple. Short. Rebound by Neuwirth. Absorbs contact. Can't get the layup to fall. Go back at it again and finish with the left off glass. And it seems like someone caught a shoulder on Flatbush. I believe that is Hassoun. Hope he's okay. A physical game to start it off here.
I mentioned it earlier that Flaster and Valinsky for Flatbush are the two glue guys for them. For the Sting, it's really Benny Neuwirth who's a glue guy for them. Very good defensively and really just keeps the offense together the entire way. He won't score the most amount of points on the team, but he'll always be an anchor defensively, as you see him now locking up Valinsky.
Azar, 3 with time winding down, no good, and that'll do it for the first quarter here. At the end of one, a 10-10 game, and we're going to keep it right here. Never mind, actually, we're going to send it to a quick commercial break. I'm mistaken. Don't go anywhere. We got a tie ball game. Welcome back here for second quarter action. We got ourselves a tie ball game at 10s. And Hyman's going to bring it up for the Sting. Dishes to Brody. Had a strong first half offensively. Sprigal spins, a little out of control, and Valinsky gets the steal. And the technical foul is given on Sprigal. Don't quite know what he said. May have been frustrated there was no foul call.
And Ronnie Shaya coming into this game, he was actually on JV this year, called up for the Sarachek tournament. Younger brother of Morris Shaya, who's now going to be taking the technical free throw. I don't know if he even expected to be playing in this game. He has a taped number 1 on his jersey. Probably was the same number as someone else in this team because he wasn't here the entire year. But we saw him in the first quarter come in here with ease. First play, had a nice crossover and hit a pull-up jumper. The pressure there defensively, he's going to be a big player in the coming years. I think there's a bright future for these Flatbush Falcons.
And a lot of these players, a lot of these teams bring up younger players to give them some experience in Sarachek. So as their careers progress, they already have that under their belt, playing in high-intensity basketball games.
It's something that you find more common in out-of-state teams, specifically in Los Angeles, where JV is almost meaningless out there. In the Yeshiva League, a lot of people care about the 9th and 10th grade JV, so 10th graders will play JV. In Los Angeles, if you're good enough as a freshman, you'll go straight to varsity.
Strong drive there, can't get it to fall. Rebound on the ground, it could be anyone's. It's going to be a jump, it's going to go SAR's way. At halftime, please do not go anywhere because we will have an amazing Step It Up basketball halftime show. Camp Step It Up halftime show after the end of this first half, but we still got a little bit of basketball to play. Shaya's got it. Azar's going to bring it out, slow things down. Noam Siegel, number 14 for SAR, aggressive on the defense. Azar's going to split the two middlemen, give it inside, and Hassoun's going to finish that off.
And that's a nice way to break the zone. Just a little one dribble, split them at the top, and a dump off down low. Flatbush with a nice commanding early lead.
Shanzer, fortuitous bounce for SAR. They don't make use of that, as it's going to be another turnover here by the Sting. This time it's Neuwirth.
Flatbush continuing to put the pressure on early and not letting SAR get into their normal offense.
Shia. Ooh, he's got some nifty handles. Gives it back out to Azar. Azar, pump, pull, bucket.
A nice contested pull-up right there. And SAR is going to call a timeout. Rafi Halper does not look happy with the referees. Flatbush has really come out. There's nothing you could really do defensively right there if you're SAR, but we just got updated by our sideline reporter that SAR is going to be looking to really mix up their man and zone throughout the game. I mentioned it early on, and you saw that already. They started out in a 2-3, then they started playing a pressure man, and Flatbush has really not been phased at all by the change of defensive setups by SAR. They've really just come down the floor, approached it as if it's every other possession, seen what the defense was set up in, and waited for the coach to make his call. When it's a 2-3, you see them running that play to get either Shada, or on that last play, they got Ronnie Shia freed up in the corner. And then you had also Azar split the defense on that 2-3, and we'll see if they can continue to do that in the second quarter.
Yeah, quick thank you to our sideline reporter, Moshe Wolf, for figuring that out. We're going to see him a little bit later. It's going to be Shanzer now for SAR, down 6. Hyman. Siegel. Shanzer dishes to Hyman, puts his head down, gets inside. Misses the layup, but Neuwirth's there to clean it up.
A nice follow there from Neuwirth, getting into the middle of the paint. And that's what they got to continue to do. If their shots aren't falling, we saw they missed a few threes early on. Just crash the glass and see if you can get some more.
Shia on the cut. Shot doesn't fall. Hyman, finesse spin move, pass to Brody, to Neuwirth. Open 3. This time it goes.
And that's what you'll continue to see from the Kiva Shanzer. It was over 4 from deep before that shot. He will not be shy no matter how he's shooting the entire game. That's what the best players do. They continue to shoot no matter how they're playing.
It's Azar. No good on the lay. Brody grabs the board and SR looking to push. Finesse dribble. Shanzer picks it up. Brody runs the pick and roll. Now Brody will catch inside to go to work. Gets fouled. On the ground, that's going to be on Shia. More is Shia called.
We saw in that last play, Flatbush running again that low screen for Ronnie Shia to get freed up in the corner. SAR has really adapted, and I think they know it's coming at this point, but that shouldn't deter them from running the play. Instead of looking for the corner, you can have one of the guys down low who's setting the double screen slip to the basket. If the guy on the wing looks for that slip right there, they can get a few open layups.
Now Josh Brody started off the game so well. He just hasn't taken any shots since then. It's not like he's cooled off. That's a deep 3, short. Confidence is definitely not lacking for Shanzer. Shia off 1 foot. No good. Brody's got it. Neuwirth. Shanzer another 3. No good. Rebound tapped around. Shia's got it. Gives it to his brother. Azar deep triple. Nothing but the backboard. The shooting not great to start the game for either team. Hyman tried to use his body. Doesn't get the shot to go. A little out of control here by both teams on the past couple possessions. Azar, Shia. Shia pulls up. Brody says no, sir. And he's looking to push. Berkowitz. Pulls up from the free throw line, extends it, and gets it to go. SAR back on top.
And that block right there from Brody may humble the young sophomore in Shia. I hope it doesn't get to him. I hope he continues to shoot. As we've seen, that's already his third shot attempt early on in the game, and I'd love to see him continue to fire. He had a nice one early, and he seems to be a good player.
Well, he's got it. He gives it off to Azar. Walensky calling for it in the corner. The older Shia is going to pull it. Nothing but net. He says, young bro, you can learn a little something from me. Both of the Shias very impressive here early on. Shanzer, that's not going to go. Neuwirth leaves it short, and Azar's going to push. Spins, offhand on the left side, gets it to fall.
Very nice spin move right there. Points at the crowd on the way down. They're up 4 points right here, commanding the lead in the second, and we'll see if they can continue this going into halftime.
Hyman. Brody's got it. He's going to look to go to work. Brody gets to his spot, can't get it to fall. Rebound, foul called on Asun. He doesn't love it. Nonetheless, Neuwirth is going to the line for a couple. Did you know that each year there are no less than 50 Step It Up campers who compete in Sarachek? Each year. What an impressive stat. Camp Step It Up. And it's including Sarachek champions and Sarachek MVPs. First shot good.
We have Neuwirth at the line right now. That was Brody who took it to the basket before Neuwirth got the offensive rebound. That was some great defense down low by Flaster, who got in a little bit of foul trouble early on in the game. Fortunately for him, back in the game right now, forcing Brody to go over his left shoulder. He's a lefty. They're trying to force him to the right side, not letting him get to his spot. That probably forced the miss, unfortunately for them. Not able to secure the defensive rebound.
Shia. No good, a little strong. Shanzer's got it. Neuwirth. Helft. Berkwood's far side. Corner triple, bottom. Right in front of the opposing team's bench.
And that's what the best teams can do. Send a guy in off the bench early on, and he has been one of the stars for this SAR team early on. Coming off the bench, playing great defensively, already has 3 buckets. And let's see if they can continue to build into this half.
Walensky. Keeps it low. Shia. More Shia, that is. Takes a strong left, kicks it out. Azar, deep 3. Off the back rim, it's going to hit off the 6th defender, and it's going to go the other way.
The 6th defender, what Charlie was referring to, that pull up there. Sometimes you'll see corner shots, corner 3 balls with a high arc will hit that 6th defender right there. That's something that these players have to be aware of coming into this tournament. I've seen it happen in some big games, some big stages here in the Max Stern Athletic Center. Let's hope it doesn't get the best of anyone today.
Minute left to go here in the first half. You're not going to want to miss the halftime show. Camp Step It Up basketball halftime show. Hyman with the shifty handles. To Brody. Brody puts his head down, scoop layup, finishes. Tough move.
I mentioned it last possession. They got to do a good job of forcing Brody to his right hand. He was able to get to the left side there, but still threw up with his right hand and had a very nice finish.
Shiloh is now into the game. He's 0-0. Shia. Seda puts his head down, pulls up from the free throw line, no good. Shot clock turned off, but SAR doesn't care. Now they do, they're going to slow it down. A little slip by Hyman in the corner. Tough drive, foul. And it's going to be Shanzer going to the line for 2 with 9 seconds to go here in the first half.
I think both teams just aired right there. Flatbush on offense with just a 2-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. If I were on that team, if I were coaching, I would have slowed down the ball, tried to get one shot off, not giving SAR enough time to come down with a shot of their own. They shot it early. Then surprisingly enough, as I thought SAR was going to hold for one, They just push the ball down the floor. Fortunately, they get to the line for 2, but maybe a little bit of a mental lapse right there for both teams.
Second shot good. Both teams trying to find that balance between holding and getting a good shot. SAR with 5. Takes 2 long steps. No good. Brody's got it. I don't know if that was a heave or the pass. Either way, it's not going to count. SAR up 4 here at halftime. We're going to send it down to our sideline reporter, Moshe Wolf, who's standing by with the head coach of SAR. Moshe, take it away.
SAR coach Rafi Halper. So Rafi, tell us, you guys were down 6 at a point this quarter. You guys are up 4 now, so it's a 10-point turnaround. What adjustments have you guys made, and what adjustments are you guys going to make for the second half?
I think the kids woke up. That was it. They just a little tired early in the morning, just like it is for Flatbush, but they finally woke up. They're playing, I won't say harder, but just more awake, and they're hitting shots, opposed to missing shots early that were good shots.
All right, well said. Good luck in the second half. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Moshe. We're going to send it to a commercial break. When we come back, we got us a halftime show. Don't go anywhere.
Step It Up is not your typical basketball camp. We produce unbelievable results. You will get better here. You will get better as a person. You will get better as a player. That's the Step It Up way.
When I was in 9th grade, someone told me to give up on ball. He told me, basketball will only take you so far in life. You're not going to make it to the NBA, he said. What he was missing is that making it to the NBA isn't the only reason why we play. The game of basketball leaves you with so much more than just the game itself. The life lessons and friendships that are made while playing the game will outlive the game and can last a lifetime.
Hello and welcome back in here to the Max Stern Athletic Center. This is the Step It Up Basketball Camp halftime show. We've got big news. We are excited to announce that Camp Step It Up is moving to Hobart College in Geneva, New York for summer of 2020. Camp will start on June 22nd and end on August 3rd. Hobart is located just 4.5 hours north of New York City, and busing will be offered to camp from New York City and Teaneck every week. Camp is open to all boys and girls grades 3 to 12 with 1 to 6 week options available. Gorgeous campus facilities include air-conditioned rooms, indoor basketball courts, a weight room, a lakefront and a beachfront on and near campus, lounges, and more. For more information, email office@campstepitup.com or visit timetostepitup.com. We're 3 minutes away here from the second half. SAR up 25-21. Dower, you played in this tournament. You were a legend in it. What have you seen so far from both teams?
So starting with SAR, I really liked the way they responded to Flatbush's early pressure. They were down 21-17, went on an 8-0 run going into that half. So good job by them. Apparently that's a common theme for them throughout this entire Yeshiva League year, is going down early and coming back throughout the game. I'd like to see them get more going in the offensive transition game. They were doing that early on, went up, I think 5-1 in the beginning of the game, just from fast break points. They started to shy away from that as the game progressed. I'd like to see them go to that. Additionally, I'd like to see them continue to go to Brody down low. He's 4 for 6 with 8 points already, their leading scorer. He had 6 points in the first 4 minutes of the game, and then it looked like they just stopped going to him. So look for them to keep going to Brody in the second half. On Flatbush's side, I want to see them not be scared of SAR's pressure, and they have to get back in defensive transition. As I mentioned earlier on, offensively, continue to get the ball to Shia and Azar, both Shias, I should say. As I pointed out, Ronnie Shia, Morris's younger brother, being called up from JV. He's gotten some serious minutes here in this game. I don't think anyone really expected that. First play, he had a nice pull-up jumper, and we'll see if this guard-heavy Flatbush Falcons can continue to get some open looks offensively.
Second half action soon to get underway. Both teams played pretty well. It's a very skilled matchup. Both teams have talent. Both teams have the potential to win this tournament. They just have to execute down the stretch. And we are going to send it down right now to Moshe Wolf, once again standing by with the head coach of Flatbush. Moshe?
Michael Gurek, so just tell us, you guys obviously are here to compete. You had that 6-point lead in the second half. What adjustments can we see from you guys for that second half to try and retake the lead?
I think we got to be a little bit more patient offensively, and we also need to really clean up the glass and hold SAR to one shot. You know, that's a great team over there. They're #1 seed in this tournament for a reason, and they were in our league. So if you want to, beat the Giants, you got to beat Giants. That's what we got to do. Shout out to my guy Ari, the assistant producer. Guy's a great dude, right? Have a great second half, guys.
All right, thank you very much. Good luck in the second half.
Thanks, Moshe. Thanks, Coach Gurek. All right, so we spoke about the transition game for SAR on offense, but Shanzer, arguably the best player on the court for both teams, has been a little cold from downtown. What are you looking for from him specifically?
So we actually just had one of our analysts come over during halftime, told us that he sees Shanzer settling a little bit. He's actually 1 for 6 from deep so far. And the truth is, I respectfully disagree with that sentiment. If they're going to leave him open, he's going to continue to shoot. He's a good shooter, and if they're forcing you to shoot, you of course, ideally, you want to be able to get to the basket for some easy layups. That being said, it's hard to do that if they don't respect you from deep. So if they're going to disrespect him, he's going to need to have Flatbush put some respect on his name by continuing to fire, and hopefully he'll get some more to fall in the second half.
Both teams now going into their pre-half huddles. Quick shout out to Yosef Linzer, aka Tuss. And my sister Libby Bentheim also gets a shout out. She's been asking me for a very long time. So check that box before the second half.
And another quick shout out to Mr. Jason Aronoff, the Knopfster, watching from home right now. The Knopfster, tuning in. I know he's smiling right now on his couch, tuning into this game. probably taking a video, sending it over to his entire friend group, the whole chevra. I just got a shout out on Max Live.
Jason Aronoff had the potential to be the greatest fist basketball player of all time. Decided not to play, and we're back to second half action here in the Max Stone Athletic Center. It's Schanzer. Neuwirth. Azar on Schanzer. Schanzer takes a strong left and gets it to go.
And a good move right there from Schanzer. I said he shouldn't shy away from shooting the 3-ball. That being said, that should never come at the expense from driving to the basket. Azar respected his 3-ball, played up on him. Schanzer adjusted accordingly and now gets the steal on defense.
Up to Hyman. Aggressive take, he'll get fouled. He'll get a couple chances at the free throw line. Schanzer ripping the ball away on the defensive end. Hyman taking it strong on the offensive end. Let's see if they could execute here at the free throw line.
And that's what big players do right there in Schanzer. First play already coming out of the half, hot with the layup, and then defensively coming down with the exact same intensity.
Come to Como Pizza for some great pizza, pasta, salads, and even awesome breakfast options. We will be streaming the games in-store, making it a great place to watch the games while you eat. Second shot, no good. Azar doesn't break stride. Kicks it out, Deba, no good. Azar 3. That's a little long. 2 threes, none of it hit the rim.
Unfortunately, not able to get those first couple shots to fall for Flatbush, but outside shooting really is their game. They live and die by the 3-ball. Of course, that's a high-risk, high-reward formula. Worked in their favor early on. If they can't get a couple to fall in the second half, they don't want to see this game start to slip away.
Sprigel. Schanzer, Brody jockeying for position inside. Sprigel. Into Brody. Nice pass, nice finish.
And now SAR playing as their usual selves, getting back in stride with some great ball movement, setting up Brody for the open layup. This is something that they've done throughout the Yeshiva League year, and we're happy to see them get back into stride here. Not flustered anymore from this first half.
Azar dishes to Shia. More Shia. Hassoun, open 3. No good. Valinsky grabs the board. Athletic grab. That's a deep 3 by Shia, no good. Hyman's got this one, and SAR's got numbers the other way. Impressive pass. Sprigel thought he got hit. He wanted the end one. Bucket counts nonetheless. Timeout. Flatbush. We're going to go to a quick break. SAR leads this one by 11. Welcome back into the Max Stone Athletic Center. SAR up 32-21 on Flatbush with 5:43 to go here in the third quarter.
We've seen a great job of SAR coming out in the second half hot. Shout out to Jonah and Evan Goldberg, the 2 Goldbergs from Scarsdale. A lot of this SAR team is actually Westchester heavy. I think 3 out of the 5 starters are from New Rochelle. So happy to see some New Rochelle representation there in SAR.
Absolutely.
In fact, their coach is also from New Rochelle, Rafi Halpert. Have that Young Israel of New Rochelle connection going on. Shout out to Young Israel of New Rochelle.
I didn't realize you were such a big fan of New Rochelle.
Listen, a couple Shabbos is there, a couple Kiddushes out there in the young Israel. That'll always be a good time.
It's got a positive effect. And Shia now's got it. Azar. Shia. Azar spins, scoop layup, rolls around the rim and falls.
Nice little fillet right there from Azar, taking it to the basket, cross, and look for them to continue doing that. I said they're a heavy perimeter shooting team, but a good job right there to force the issue for SAR and take it into the lane for an easy two.
Shanzer, the floater. No good. Newarth's got it. Hyman. Sprigel. Shanzer drops it off for Neuwirth. Little short. Rebound's going to be fought for. Shanzer's got it. Sprigel absorbs contact. And he'll bring it back out. They got 25 on the shot clock. Almost throws it away. Ref a little indecisive, but it's going to stay with SAR.
And too many second chance opportunities right now for the SAR Sting. It's something that Gert pointed out. Coming into the second half, one of the keys for them is going to be pounding the defensive glass. Have not been able to capitalize on that sentiment early on. Let's see if they can improve on that going forward.
And on that note, Blaster checks into the game as Azar with the strong block. Shanzer not happy with himself. Flatbush will bring it up the court. It's Valinsky. Shia takes it in, gets fouled by Sprigel, and he'll go to the line for two.
And a little bit of a bailout right there, sending Shia to the line for two. He went in there, got stuck in the air, was hanging there, didn't really have anywhere to go, and just ended up throwing it at the basket while he was up there. Luckily for him, got hit on the arm, trying to cut the lead to 8 right now, trying to get something going as this third quarter progresses.
And it seems like people are barking in the crowd on the free throws. I guess it does the trick.
The SAR Sting turning into the SAR Dogs.
Dogs.
The SAR Dogs, little woof woof chant, trying to get Shia a little rattled. The SAR, listen to these guys bark. I don't know if you guys can hear this at home. It sounds like a little symphony. Some chihuahua, some bulldog.
Interesting tactic. Gonna be some subs. So creativity by the Sting faithful. Got ourselves an 8-point game. Berkowitz, who checked into the game, is gonna run the offense. Shanzer. Brody. 5 on the shot clock. Berkowitz has got to go. Gets to the hoop. They're going to run out of time. Oh, the shot's going to count if it goes. Hits the 6th defender. That was Helf. Had to just throw it up there.
We just got word from our sideline reporter that the coach of Flatbush Falcons, Gert, was telling them to stay confident in their shooting. I mentioned before that relying too much on perimeter shooting is a high-risk, high-reward formula. And we'll see if they can get the 3 ball to fall right now. They can't.
Shanzer's got it to Neuwirth. So coach with some sage advice. Let's see if Flatbush can put it into practice. It's Hal, junior. Brody. A lot of length out on the court right now for the Sting. Shanzer step back, triple. Short again. He's leaving most of his shots short right now. He's got to use a little more knee. It's a deep 3. No good. Brody's got the board.
And I think just the first shot right there from Seda, he knocked down a few 3 balls yesterday. Seems like Rafi Halper and this SAR Sting really did a good job of reading the scouting report and not letting A.B. Sada get to his spot.
Sting taking full timeout. We're going to go to a quick break. You're not going to want to go anywhere. Welcome back in here to the Max Stone Athletic Center. Sting up 8. It's a tight one. A well-contested battle on both sides. We'd like to thank Chopsticks for being a proud Max Live sponsor. For the best Chinese food in Teaneck, you've got to go to Chopsticks. Head to chopsticksusa.com to order online. The link is in the description of this video.
So I touched on this right before that timeout break. The coach of Flatbush trying to motivate them to not shy away from shooting the 3-ball. They're a heavy perimeter shooting team, and the biggest obstacle to shooting, even more so than good perimeter defense, is low confidence level. So really trying to raise their confidence going into this fourth quarter, trying to knock down some 3-balls and get back to what they do best.
That was Brody again from the foul line. Valinsky. Azar spins, rises, and is fouled by Brody. He doesn't like it. It won't matter. It's 2 shots for Flatbush.
These SAR fans do not like it either. Get ready for some barking right now as we have Azar at the free throw line. By these SAR fans. Here it comes.
Man, oh man.
I made to consult Rafi Halpert, or whoever the SAR Sting's athletic director is after this game, about potentially changing their name from the Sting to the Wolfpack. To the Wolfpack?
I think Wolf's Hal.
Wolf?
The Wolfpack?
The Wolfpack? Valley Tola Wolfpack?
You're saying that SAR should change their name?
SAR should change their name to the Wolfpack, barking like wolves out there.
Wolf's Hal is what I'm saying.
Oh, that's maybe the SAR Dogs, does that work?
That would work better as Brody gets fouled inside. Let's see if Flatbush and their faithful have any response to the barking. Let's listen in.
Do wolves really not bark at all?
They howl.
They don't bark.
I'm pretty sure wolves howl. First shot good. Did you know that over the last 10 plus years, Camp Step It Up has helped over 60 kids play NCAA college hoops?
Back to the barking versus howling thing. I'm not disagreeing that wolves don't howl. I believe they howl. I just don't know if they don't bark as well. I think they do both.
We'll get someone on that. We'll get back to the viewers at home. Azar has the finish and an additional attempt at the free throw line. And here come the Dogs. Or the Wolves. You're going to see it on the replay here. Strong take inside. Brody contested.
A very nice N1 finish by Azar amongst the trees. Now the Dogs, not Wolves, start barking again. Does not phase Azar at all. Cuts the lead to 9. Running back on defense with a lot of confidence right here. Let's see what Shanzer and SAR Sting can do to respond.
It's actually a 7-point game. Scoreboard was wrong there for a second. They fixed it. Score is 36-29 in favor of SAR. Brody's got position, and he's playing well. He'll get the end one right back on the other end. They got to keep going to that kid.
Brody with a nice finish down low. He's played very well so far in this game. I believe he has 12 points. Can we double check on that? What Brody's point total is?
Well, whatever it is, add one to that.
He's got 17 points now, leading scorer in this ballgame.
Strong drive, acrobatic take, but can't get it to fall. Shanzer loses it. Azar on the steal. He's going to take it himself. Goes up strong. Shia is there to clean it up. And that's Ronnie Shia. Sophomore, not even on the stat sheet up here in the booth. Hyman gets the ball deflected. It's going to stay with SAR. Berkowitz inbounds to Hyman. He'll go right. He'll get fouled, and he'll get two.
And a nice move right there from Hyman, really forcing the issue, getting to the basket at will, going to the line for two right here. And this SAR team is very dynamic in the sense that they can adapt to however the defense is playing them. Flatbush is a little bit of pressure outside the three-point line, and they just say, we'll match you and we'll raise you, we'll go to the basket. And they've continued to do that throughout this second half, worked in their favor as they've increased this lead, which was just 4 at halftime to 10 now with 34.9, I should say, left in this third quarter.
Neuwirth checks in the game. Hyman's going to take a seat after hitting both. Shot clock turned off. We got 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And what's been an entertaining game. Shia throws it away. Help. Uses his body, gives it to Berkowitz. He'll get fouled and one. Berkowitz, help. Both of them playing big-time minutes in a big-time game and making big-time plays.
And a very nice take right there from Berkowitz, the junior off the bench, not shying away from the big moment. That'll get him some prestige in the SAR halls after this game. Playing very well. I think he's the second leading scorer now for the SAR Sting. And good job on his part, taking it to the basket.
That pass is knocked away by Neuwirth. He wasn't even looking. Helped. Takes it. Oh, and he's rejected off the backboard. Doesn't matter. Neuwirth's going to clean it up. Athletic defense by Nazar. 3 seconds on the clock. Shia to Shia. That's a three. That's short. 15-point game. We're headed to the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. You're not going to want to miss it.
Step It Up is not your typical basketball camp. We produce unbelievable results. You will get better here. You will get better as a person. You will get better as a player. That's the Step It Up way.
Hello and welcome back into the Max Stern Athletic Center. 8 minutes on the clock. It's the fourth quarter. And a reminder to stay tuned for the Clips post-game show as we will interview the stars of tonight's game, or today's game, I might add. Stars of the game. Hyman looking to answer. Different result. Flatbush trying to make a little run here. Make this one close down the stretch. It's going to be Azar, the athletic point guard for the Falcons. Azar draws a double. Shia thought about it from deep. That's going to be a walk. A little hesitant on the three. You can tell he's itching to pull it. He has a great shot. At that time, a little over anxious.
Something that I mentioned earlier, when you're playing against a #1 seed, a very, very well-coached team in SAR, you can't make any mental errors. You almost have to be perfect to take these guys down. I've already seen too many mistakes as Azar picks up the foul right there. I've seen too many mistakes from this Flatbush Falcons squad already in the second and third quarter. Had chances in both of those quarters to hold the ball for one shot. Unfortunately, taking shots a little bit early, and at the end of the third, it ended up resulting in an SAR three-pointer going down the other way. An unforced error by the Flatbush Falcons over there.
Turnover there. Shai is looking to take this team back. Timeout Flatbush, quick commercial break. It's getting tight here in the Max Stone Athletic Center. Welcome back to the Max Stone Athletic Center. Flatbush down 9, making a quick run here. Looking to make things interesting. Did you know that Step It Up had produced an NBA draft pick? Yam Madar was selected by the Boston Celtics. Yam has been with Step It Up since he was 12 years old and works privately with Yogev Verdugo for years.
Yam Madar, a great player. A few of my friends actually played with him back in their Step It Up days. I actually had the opportunity to train with him this past summer, rebounding with Yogev in a little training session. He's a fantastic player, currently on the Boston Celtics team, playing overseas for 2 years, trying to get him to develop. We'll see if he ends up panning out in an NBA format.
5.5 to go here in the game. Hyman. Berkowitz, that's a three. That's a big three.
And Berkowitz has not shied at all. Coming in off the bench as a junior, he has really taken this game into his own hands. If I had to choose, he would probably be one of my stars in the game, as Seda has a nice move, getting Shanzer on his heels.
No good on the three. Ball on the ground. Foul on Azar. Quick shout out coming right here. Cornan Jacobson, Ranan Cornan, goes by both. Watching the game at home, has COVID unfortunately right now. We wish him Refuah Shalema. But we thank him for watching the game.
Refuah Shalema to him, and a shout out as well to Mr. Marty Cohen, watching back at home in Brooklyn. You know, Marty, one of the big Flatbush Falcons faithful, probably a little bit unhappy with the result of this game so far, down 13, but we'll hope for Marty's sake that they'll be able to come back and cut this deficit as the game progresses.
This kid Berkowitz can play. Hits both at the free throw line. Azar, strong, he's gonna get fouled on the ground. Ended up finishing the layup, it's not gonna count.
Unfortunately for him, this is not the NBA and there's no continuation here. If there was, that basket would have counted. This Flatbush Falcons team, throughout the Yeshiva League season, has been a team that's normally picked it up later on in games. Let's see if they can pull out a miracle here. Down 14 with just 5 minutes left in the game.
Shai's been the best player of late. He's gonna pull up, athletic take, no good. Rebound's gonna go to SAR, and it's gonna be Newer. They're gonna slow it down. Berkowitz may have walked, gets away with it, pulls up. Man, this kid can hoop. This kid could hoop.
This kid can definitely hoop. I think he got away with a little bit of a travel right there, but still, no detracting from that nice little pull-up in the lane.
Hyman running the break now, off the Flatbush turnover. Hacked, 2 shots. And SAR running away with this one. Down the stretch. Helft gonna check back into the game for SAR. And Natkin gonna check into the game for Flatbush. gets an ovation from the Flatbush faithful. First shot goes. Second shot, no good. Azar takes it strong. He's going to get fouled. Unlucky for us, we'll hear the dogs come out once again here in the center.
The doghouse over here on the right side of the stands. The SAR Sting crowd. And Azar's done a good job of continuing to be aggressive. Throughout this fourth quarter, they're down big, but he's just going to continue going at them on offense, no matter what the score is.
First shot goes, dogs stay quiet. Maybe got a little talking to from the SAR administration. And he gets both of them to fall. So it's a 15-point game with 4 minutes to go. Flatbush now in a press. And it's Berkowitz. Schanzer to Berkowitz. Tries to dish to Helft, ball deflected out of play.
The storyline of this game has been Itai Berkowitz. We mentioned Brody early on. I think he's still the leading scorer in this game, but Itai Berkowitz really came in as a surprise off the bench, has provided a great additional fuel for the SAR Sting, the second leading scorer in this game, I believe. And he could be a big factor for them going forward. And as you know, many times in these big games, later in the tournament, in the semifinals, which they'll play in on Sunday if they're able to close this out, can come down to the amount of bench points that these teams are able to string together.
Some of the bench players got into the game right now for Flatbush. This is Dweck heading to the line for 2. Oh, it's a 1-1, pardon me. This is the front end.
I think the dogs just got to him over there. That sounded like a lone dog in the corner actually barking by himself.
It's got to be tough to come off the bench and just right straight to the dogs. I wouldn't say being thrown to the wolves though, because they howl. Schanzer, strong take, doesn't finish. Azar's got the ball. Azar somehow still has it. Shia, he always looking to shoot. Azar pulls it this time, a little long. Neworth, Helft. Schanzer now drove baseline and finished.
A nice move right there from Schanzer. Very impressive by this SAR Sting. Schanzer hasn't had his greatest game as Shia comes up with a miss. SAR with the rebound. Schanzer has not had his greatest game today. But very impressive. They're still able to come on top. Up 17 right now. Says a lot about this SAR team's character and what the entire team's able to do, that even when their best player, or one of their best players, is having a little bit of an off night, the rest of their team is really able to pick up the slack with Brody, with Itai Berkowitz coming off the bench. This team is really something to watch out for. They're the #1 seed for a reason, and we'll see if they're able to continue this going into Sunday. As I say that, Schanzer comes up with a silencer. He just shut me up.
That's water from Schanzer. It's going to be a timeout for SAR. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. 2:12 to go. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. There's 2:12 left. Stay tuned after the game's over for the Clips postgame show. Brody and Berkowitz are going to be interviewed by Moshe Wolf. You're not going to want to miss that. And it seems like the bench players have got into the game for both teams.
Interestingly enough, 3 out of these 5 players on the court right now were my former campers in camp. Sammy Bannon with the ball right now, taking it strong to the basket, kicking it out to Fuerte.
Layup falls.
This might be
That's Aiden Heslinger.
This might be an all juniors lineup right now for the Flatbush Falcons. Coming into the game right away with a little bit of fire, a little bucket.
Jack Dietz on the court right now. My apologies for cutting you off, but Jack Dietz, brother of Adam Dietz.
And Zach Dietz.
And Zach Dietz. A lot of Dietz, good basketball family. Ooh, give and go right there. Tough finish attempt. SAR still got it. Dietz. Nice pass inside. The floater's gonna go.
If you don't know, that's Max Wolf, younger brother of our sideline reporter, Moshe Wolf, who's going to be interviewing Berkowitz and Brody after this game. A nice take right there from Max, a little smile on his face on the other side of the court. Here we have Abraham Towell. This dude hasn't gotten a lot of minutes this season, but I can tell you, he is a bucket. From his old days, back in camp, this dude can really fire, this dude can really shoot. Let's see if he can get one up before this game ends.
Rebound there by Jesselson. Jack Dietz has got it. Loses the handle. It's Ingber. Jesselson with 10 on the shot clock. Wolf. Wolf inside. Absorbs the contact and gets it to go, and there's a big smile on his face. 15 seconds to go here in the game. Flatbush is going to have one last chance to put up a shot. It's to Wheel. Good game by both teams. Ball's worked inside. Jump ball. SAR's ball, and that'll pretty much do it here. Stay tuned for the post-game show. SAR takes this one by the final score of 65-43. We're going to send it to a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Max Stone Athletic Center, where the SAR Sting have just beaten the Flatbush Falcons by a score of 65-43. This is the Clipped postgame show. Clipped, show who you are. Proud to be the official keeper of the Yeshiva University Maccabees. We have our sideline reporter, Big Mo, standing by with a couple special guests. Mo, take it away.
Josh Brody and key role player, sharpshooter Itai Berkowitz. So tell us what you guys think about this win. Obviously, you guys have had 2 early morning games, big wins. How you guys feeling?
You know, it's hard to come this early in the morning. We played together as a team. We're looking to bounce back from Ramaz. We saw them lose. We were sad about that because we wanted to play them, but you know, we still got DRS maybe to play them later, and we're looking to make up for what happened last Sunday.
One reason why we won, and it's this guy with this post. Jay.
All right, final question. So you guys mentioned DRS. You guys are playing the winner on Sunday of DRS Shalhevet. Obviously, DRS beat you guys by over 20 this year. Shalhevet's also a high team. How are you guys going to prepare for that game?
We're a different team now. We've been working really hard. We've game planning. We're ready to take on DRS. It's going to be very different this time.
We have an advantage because we got hunger. They beat us last time by 23. That's not going to happen again. You want a shout out?
All right, any shout outs? You guys want to?
Shout out to my grandfather if you're watching this. YU alum.
Shout out to my sister Yalberg was from Israel. Shout out to my mom who's at the game. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to my brother in Dallas. Shout out to my brother in Queens. And shout out to my last brother in Brooklyn. I love you guys.
All right, thank you guys very much. Good luck Sunday.
Thank you, Moshe. That'll do it here from the Maxstone Athletic Center. Stay tuned all day for more basketball. Right now it's going to be Eula versus Makor Chaim. But for Asher Dower, I'm Charlie Bentime. Again, final score, Sting beat the Falcons 65-43. We thank you for joining us. Have a good day.